Yeah, so I want to make 3 points in this video. This is another axel video. And one thing is, I was watching one of the axel videos that we did from before, and I really believe in giving compliments to skaters. No matter what level they are, you should always try to give compliments with your criticism, and because, you know, we're not just robots out here making corrections. We're human beings. We have self-esteem. We want to be motivated. We want to feel like we're making progress. And so I did give you a compliment because this exercise was getting better and better and better. But then when I looked at the video, I thought, oh, well, it could be even more better. So I think I was a little hasty in expecting improvement, and I didn't get as much improvement as I wanted. So coaches, the lesson here is you want to give positive feedback to your skaters, but you don't want to give that positive feedback unless it's truly justified. And I would have liked, Ryoko, you to do this exercise actually a little better. I want you to step on a deeper edge. Motion step. Remember? Motion step. Right? And so the other lesson is here, this is a repetition of an exercise that I've already shown in another video, but a lot of coaching, most of coaching, is repetition, and because this is so important, I think it's worth showing it again. And Ryoko, why don't you warm up and show us that exercise? See how you can do. There you go, good. Yeah, that's right. Right. Yeah, you want to try not to put your foot down too soon, okay. Yeah, just by my prefacing my remarks today and showing that exercise, there I genuinely felt like I got good improvement. That was quite good.
But I watched your example. I watched your motions. Then I just try to do as much as possible.
Yes, we learn from hearing, me talking and hearing, but we also learn from seeing. So yeah, it's good if a coach can show, and it's also we learn from each other too, skaters out here, and we motivate each other. So great. So yeah, and the other thing, so that's 2 lessons. One is you want to give positive feedback to your skaters, but only when it's totally justified as a way of operant conditioning. 2 is repetition's not a problem in these videos. You can go and study the videos and watch them over and over again, but if I repeat same exercise again, it's not going to hurt you. This is a very important one. And the third point I wanted to make about this exercise is because I mentioned that this is a very good exercise because it gives you kind of a rhythm and a rotational momentum. I can see the world going around and continuously, and this is good momentum into the jump itself. So it makes the technique easier when we have that rhythmic momentum, and also we want to get used to having this type of rhythm into our jumps because the music usually has a beat and a rhythm, and we want to dance the whole program. So if we have a nice rhythm into our jumps, we're also going to be more likely to get more points for our musicality. Yes, absolutely. Many skaters pause and wait. They turn off their dance and they get into their whole different mentality and pause and show caution and wait and get psyched up and then do the jump. Better if you can avoid doing that. So do you want to show us your nice rhythmic mohawk exercise. And when you're ready, just take it into a nice waltz jump.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ba-da, 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 ba-da. Very nice rhythm. Yes.
Actually, yeah, Don Jackson, my favorite Don Jackson.
Yes, Don totally believed in this.
Yeah, the rhythm.
Preparation for the rhythm.
1, 2, 3,
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes.
Yep. And it doesn't matter what the jump is, we want to have some kind of rhythm into our jumps. Yes. Okay. So.
Can you tell me about more specifically about the pose? Because I see lots of triple axel attempting skater has a pose, but they don't really understand what it is. So maybe if you can explain what the pose is and what's wrong with that, like how does that pose affect for their performance?
Yeah, that pause, that waiting, that's kind of like if we're standing on a cliff looking down at the water 60 feet below us and we're getting ourselves psyched up to jump, you know, and it's kind of a similar type of idea when we're out here skating. Often many skaters, especially when we're learning jumps, we're waiting, getting ourselves psyched up, and then we go for the jump. The problem is that makes the jump more difficult. It's getting you into a bad habit of practicing that pause that we don't want to have because it doesn't give you a nice rhythm and a nice momentum into the jump, and it's not going to fit the music well. So to get rid of the pause, you have to have a certain confidence. You have to be ready to go when you're like, if you're doing your steps into your jump, you don't have any time to think. You have to just be ready to go when it's time to go. And so practice that, get used to that, get yourself psyched up for that, get rid of the pause. Yeah, and this is a very, very good exercise for practicing that. Of course, we can get ourselves into that nice rhythm. Ba-da, 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 ba-da. And we get a very nice jump out of that.